Hello everybody, so today we're going to be reviewing the Conduit for the Wii.
So the Conduit is a game that came out in 2009, and it was actually, people were really looking forward to it because it looked really good, and it's also made by Sega.
And some people weren't too sure about it since Sega didn't really have a good history with some of their games, but I'd have to say that Sega did a very good job on this game.
Yeah. So the story is about this guy whose his name's actually Agent Ford. He wakes up in a subway tunnel, and it's like right after a recent alien invasion, and these aliens are called like the Drudge aliens, something like that. And after killing a couple people, like going through a couple aliens, he sees this conduit, this big like sort of like teleporter thing.
It's just like a big portal.
Yeah, and like he goes inside, and then you just go to the next cutscene or level, yeah. And then after that, after he goes to the conduit, the story jumps back 5 days before the invasion, where Agent Ford is supposed to capture this guy called Prometheus, and he has this team behind him. They're all looking for him, but the team actually betrays Agent Ford, and like you have to like escape the airport that they were looking for Prometheus in, and so yeah.
And actually, like, the weird thing about this game is that the people that are, like, behind your back, like, telling you what to do, and it's like, okay, you better watch out, there's, like, people that are coming out here, happen to end up being, like, the evil people, and then Prometheus starts helping you and, like, saving you, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah, it all, like, changes. It's really weird.
Yeah, like, the story isn't really told very well in this game, but it doesn't really affect the gameplay at all. It's still an awesome game.
Yeah, I was like actually really surprised because when I look it up, it was this big long like story or something that could be like made into a book. But like why can't it be just like he's the last guy in this alien invasion and you just have to kill everything? It's simple as that.
Yeah, and I can understand that since like that's basically what you're doing in the game. You're like shooting aliens and like people who've been like possessed by something. I don't even know. The story's so unclear. I just don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, the controls in this game are kind of weird at first. I know I had trouble in the first like 10 minutes, but if you played any other like Wii FPS, then you'll get used to it, and after a while it actually feels really good. And the controls are really customizable. So it's pretty unique. Not a lot of games give you this level of customization.
Like, you could change whether, like, A is jump, or you can make A the shooting button, and you could just, like, customize all this stuff. They also have this thing where you could customize the settings, like, how fast your character, like, moves across the screen, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and, like, also, like, sensitivity, aiming.
And also, thing about, I really like this game, mainly just because sometimes like the controls can be kind of bad, but it kind of adds more like to the game. It makes you want to play it more and really get the controls down.
Yeah, it's like another thing. And so this game's graphics, they're actually really good for the Wii, and compared to the Xbox, yeah, they're not that great, but for the Wii you usually don't see this level of detail, and it actually maintains a solid frame rate even when you're playing.
Yeah, also you have like all these different types of weapons. They have like human weapons, which is basically like your shotgun, your machine gun, your sniper, like that sort of stuff, which don't really do much on the aliens, but on like normal people it does like a lot of damage. But then you have like your alien weapons, which are like way better than like normal human weapons, which just like destroy everything. Like you could shoot like a billion humans, and like these aren't like pedestrians, these are like possessed humans, so they're evil. And then also you have this thing called the ASE, or the all-seeing eye, and it's basically like this ball that just floats on your hand, and it just like helps you throughout the game, like solving puzzles, and it helps you like if you're stuck and you have no idea where you're supposed to go, you could use the all-seeing eye and like figure out which direction you need to go.
Yeah, so the sounds in this game, they're pretty good. It's actually very atmospheric. You feel like you're really there. There's like these great background music, and the voiceovers too during the cutscenes. They're executed pretty well.
Yeah.
So the campaign in this game is about 6 hours long, maybe like somewhere around there for the average player.
Like 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, but like after you're gonna play, there's not much reason to go back to the campaign, but most of the replayability is in the online mode, which is pretty robust. There's a lot of options, and actually during online, the competition is fierce. Like you're gonna get your butt kicked the first couple times.
Yeah, like really, it's like I just started playing online recently. What happened is I went online for the very first time. I went in a free-for-all match, which is basically like everyone just kill everybody you see. And you get like points for each kill you get. And so I literally died once, like somebody killed me, and then you respawn in like 3 seconds. And then what happened is I came back to life and somebody killed me right away, which was really crazy. Like, but also, like if you're doing like team battles or just like any type of Wi-Fi mode, you're like the players could choose what level they want, what type of weapons they want, and like what are the rules and stuff like that.
Yeah, and in online mode, there's always going to be hackers, and it's no different here. There's definitely some hackers, and you're not going to really fix that in any game.
Yeah, and they have like a wide range of like levels you could choose to, and they're really detailed too. Like you could pretty much like jump wherever you want. There's really like no boundaries there's boundaries, just it's not like you're gonna just be like walking and you see like this whole city in front of you and you're just gonna walk and then all of a sudden there's like an invisible wall. No, it's like completely surrounded.
Yeah. So the only thing I have with the campaign is that it's kind of straightforward. Like maybe this is like the average gameplay. You're gonna be like shooting some enemies, and you destroy the respawn machine where they come from. Then you shoot some more enemies, and maybe there's like a puzzle thrown in there somewhere for some variety. But overall, it's kind of straightforward, but mindless. But it's still fun, definitely.
Yeah, that's basically just like one of those games, just like survival mode, just survive. And also, one of the best parts is that since these levels are so huge, they're going to take you like how long? Probably like maybe 30 to 40 minutes to beat like one level. If that's only if like you're an average gamer. For like a really good gamer, it'll probably take you like 20 minutes. But for an average gamer, yeah, like 30 to 40. And they have like usually games have like one or two checkpoints, but this game has like 10 in each level. So it's just awesome. And also, you don't have like any certain number of lives, so you can just keep on coming back over and over.
Yeah, and like they have these checkpoints because it's really hard sometimes. I died a lot. You die a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This game, like when you're doing career, it's going to be like trial and error most of the time.
Yeah, because like an enemy's going to pop out and you didn't know that before, but when you die, you're going to know they're going to come from there, and then you're going to kill them.
Yeah, so all in all, this game, the Conduit, is pretty good for the Wii. It's like one of the best first-person shooters. That's what IGN said. It's one of the best first-person shooters for the Wii, like, ever created.
Yeah, even though it's not the most original, it's still one of the best, if not the best, Wii exclusive first-person shooters. So that's the review of the Conduit. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for our next review of
Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars.
You can push yourself to the finish line, jump with me. You can fly above the rainbow with people just and just believe.
Nothing's gonna stop you and me from getting into every one of while this beat is kicking. You know that you're my kindred spirit. Fly with me, JC, push it to the limit.